Good afternoon, board members. Armando Benavides for the coalition Parents for Positive Change, Community Advocacy Coalition, and members that support the movement that we're putting together to bring reasonable transparency and accountability to our school district. I want to talk about the first one is the land purchases that are going on at the Southeast Quadrant, and that's my first one. I have a second one, but so that one right there, I have no problem if Mr. Betando is out there looking to purchase property out there so that we can enlarge the district a little bit in the future. I'm pretty sure that the projections for growth that he probably is using to justify purchasing that property are probably not going to materialize, but you know, we'll spend our money out there. What I would like to talk about, of course, is that we do have the Northwest Quadrant out there where the old Burnett Elementary School is, and I just drove through there, and I saw houses after houses after houses, tracts and tracts of new homes. The Capiano district has doubled since the old Burnett was turned into a central high school. There's new construction east, north of those lands. It's just a tremendous amount of growth. You don't have to project outwards. In the future, they're there. And I'm going to ask that Mr. Betando consider looking out there, either getting back the old Burnett site to turn it into back to our elementary school that it should be, or else looking out there and buy some land out there so we could build a new elementary school. The construction continues. It's real, it's there. If you go out there and look, you will just see that there really is a deficiency out there in terms of the elementary school that's so necessary there for those families. So I would hope that you would take a drive out there, Mr. Betando, and that you would see that there is a need over there for a neighborhood school. It's real, it's there, and when you go to the northeast to look at those properties, that you also consider that area over there. There. Now I want to talk about the superintendent's evaluation. I wanted to say that this last year I thought that Mr. Betando was at his worst. I did not see a professional that I expect, given his level of stature, given his education, and given the position that we hired him to have. Mr. Betando has fought parents, has not engaged parents as partners in the education of the children, but has basically sought to develop.
That was your 3-minute warning.
Oh, that was for my first one.
Well, I don't
Well,
know.
I have 2 cards.
3 cards, so you'd like to speak to us for 9 minutes, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I want to go ahead.
I'm not quite sure that's justified.
Well, I have, it was 3 minutes.
Please finish.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Betando initiated a lawsuit against a private citizen, and it wasn't that he initiated the lawsuit, it's that he did not notify the board of his actions until 2 or 3 weeks after he had already initiated the lawsuit. We believe that he had an obligation to notify the board once he filed the lawsuit. This board collectively decided they were not going to appeal the anti-SLAPP lawsuit that went against the decision that went against them. And Mr. Betando went ahead and filed an appeal anyway, disregarding the collective action of this board. And not only that, but he failed to notify the public, and he failed to notify this board of the fact that he had gone against the collective wisdom of the board. When we had this incident with Mr. Badillo, the police officer instructed Mr. Betando to call in recess, and he failed to do that, creating a situation of danger to our students. Not only that, but he now knows that he was a district employee who called the police, and he has not done anything at all to investigate the incident and make recommendation. Mr. Betando, this last year, you have spent so much time in legal wrangling and bringing litigation against anything related to Morgan Charter School invoices. We think that is highly inappropriate. And you have not given serious attention to the achievement gap. Not once have you addressed the community of people about the achievement gap. You could laugh, Mr. Wolf, but that is the truth. We're deeply concerned about the fact, the serious deficiencies. We believe that Mr. Betando should be evaluated based on his merit. We believe that he also, for example, when the minority boards ask for information, they are entitled by law. Anytime they ask for you to produce any document that's in your possession, Mr. Betando, you are required to turn that over to them. But in terms, what you did is you forced them to have to file California sunshine law requests as if they are private citizens and not members of the board. Given all that, we think that a merit-based evaluation will alert the superintendent that he has some serious professional shortfalls that you need to address to be successful. And I would recommend that, as well as many of the people that are with me, the Community Advocacy Coalition, the Parents for Positive Change, and every other individual that I work with, that you give this serious thought and evaluate Mr. Betando on the merit and not on anything else. Thank you.